Is there anything that has made you feel happy lately?
Yes, actually, something did make me happy recently. I bought a new phone last month after saving for quite a while, and it felt really rewarding. It's not the most expensive model, but it's exactly what I wanted, so I feel happy every time I use it. It also makes my daily routines easier, like studying and keeping in touch with friends.
What made you happy when you were little?
When I was a child, small things made me really happy. For example, going out with my parents for a simple ice cream treat would make my whole day. I also loved receiving birthday presents, even if it was something simple. Back then, life felt very carefree, and happiness came so easily.
What do you think will make you feel happy in the future?
I think I'll feel happy in the future when I'm able to achieve my goals, especially in my studies and career. Reaching financial stability and supporting my family would also mean a lot to me. I believe happiness for me will come from feeling secure and proud of my accomplishments.
When do you feel happy at work? Why?
I feel happy at work whenever I manage to finish tasks that have been piling up. It gives me a strong sense of achievement. I also enjoy moments when teamwork goes smoothly. It creates a positive environment where I feel productive and appreciated.
Do you feel happy when buying new things?
Yes, I do feel happy when I buy something new, especially if it's something I really need or have been saving up for. There's a special excitement in unboxing something for the first time, but the happiness doesn't last very long. It's more like a temporary boost.
Do you think people are happy when buying new things?
Yes, most people feel happy when they buy something new. It doesn't matter if it's a gadget, clothes, or even something small. New things naturally give a pleasant feeling. For example, many people love the new car smell because it feels fresh and exciting.
Do you enjoy your current stage of life?
Yes, I actually enjoy my current stage of life. I'm still studying, so my main focus is doing well in school and planning for my future. I don't have too many heavy responsibilities yet, especially in terms of finances. Life can be a bit stressful at times, but overall it's a stage where I still have a lot of freedom to learn and explore.
In what stage of your life were you the happiest?
I think I was the happiest during my early childhood. Life was simple. No deadlines, no stress, and no responsibilities. I spent most of my time playing, watching cartoons, and hanging out with neighborhood friends. The best part was knowing that my parents were always there to take care of everything.
Which stage of your life do you think is the most important?
I believe every stage of life is important, but childhood is the most crucial one. That's when our values, confidence, and habits start to form. A child's mind is very sensitive, so the environment they grow up in really shapes who they become as adults.
What's your plan for your next stage of life?
For the next stage, I plan to graduate from a good university and find a stable, meaningful job. I want to support my family financially and start building a comfortable life. I also hope to maintain a good work-life balance so I can continue pursuing my hobbies and personal growth.
Do you often feel bored?
Yes, I do feel bored sometimes, especially when my daily routine becomes too predictable. For example, if I've been doing the same tasks at work or school for several days in a row, everything starts to feel repetitive. Life can still feel monotonous when there's no variety or excitement. But I try not to stay bored for too long because it affects my mood and productivity.
When would you feel bored?
I usually feel bored during long meetings or discussions that drag on without any clear purpose. Sometimes the content isn't engaging, so I find myself zoning out. I also feel bored when I'm stuck in long queues or waiting for public transport during peak hours. Time moves so slowly in those moments. It's the kind of boredom where you want to be productive, but you can't really do anything useful.
What do you do when you feel bored?
When I feel bored, I try to switch to something refreshing. I might read a book, watch a new series, or listen to a podcast to change my mood. Sometimes I go for a walk around my neighborhood or grab a drink somewhere, just to get a change of environment. If I'm at home, I might also clean or reorganize my room. It sounds funny, but doing something small helps me feel more productive. And of course, talking to friends always helps when I need a little break.
Do you think childhood is boring or adulthood is boring?
I think adulthood is definitely more boring than childhood. As adults, we have more responsibilities, deadlines, and routines, so life naturally becomes more serious. There's less time for spontaneous fun, and sometimes we get stuck in the same cycle week after week. Childhood, on the other hand, is full of imagination, play, and curiosity. You can spend the whole day doing something simple and still feel excited.
When was the last time you laughed?
I laughed just a few days ago when I was watching a comedy movie with my friends. There was a scene that was completely unexpected, and we ended up laughing for a long time. Moments like that feel really refreshing, especially after a busy week. It reminded me how important it is to spend time with people who can make you smile.
Do you always laugh at funny things?
Yes, I usually do. I'm someone who enjoys humor, so even little things like a silly meme or a small joke can make me laugh. I feel that laughing lightens the mood and helps create a positive vibe, whether I'm with friends or family. Of course, it depends on my mood, but most of the time, I'm quite easy to entertain.
Are you a person who often makes others laugh?
I try to, yes. I like sharing funny stories or simple jokes during conversations, especially when I feel comfortable with the people around me. I've noticed that making others laugh helps break the ice and creates a more relaxed atmosphere. I'm not the type who cracks jokes nonstop, but I enjoy adding a bit of humor to conversations when it feels natural.
Do you think you are a funny person?
I think I can be funny in a natural, casual way. I'm not a comedian or someone who tries too hard, but I do have a light sense of humor that people around me appreciate. Sometimes I make funny comments without even planning to, and that makes people laugh. I think humor is more about timing and personality than telling perfect jokes.
Do you enjoy watching interesting and funny movies?
Yes, definitely. Funny movies are one of my favorite ways to relax after a long day. They help me distress and shift my mind away from any pressure or worries. I also enjoy watching comedy shows or stand-up performances because they bring a different kind of energy. Laughing for even a few minutes can instantly lift my mood.